Right, guys, welcome. It's been a while. Welcome to another edition of Cultural Awareness Podcast, the only podcast that allow you to fly across the world, man, from the backseat of your car, the backseat of your couch, or maybe your neighbor house, man. So it's been a while. We're back at it, though. We're back at it, and we won't stop. So praise to God, and glory be to God. Now, today, I won't go straight into the story because our podcast is not just meant to talk about culture, but it's also meant to talk about life, right? Life. Because from one thing I have realized is at the beginning of the year, we set some objective, right? At the beginning of January 2023, we set some objective of what we wanted to accomplish within the year. My question is, when you're looking back at it right now, right? And you look at, next month is December. Have you accomplished all those goals? I mean, you cannot be perfect, but are you near to it, right? Have you accomplished a lot of what you said you were going to accomplish, right? Because you cannot not work hard and expect to be lucky. Why? Because someone once said that luck is when opportunity meets preparation, right? You have to first be prepared. Have you prepared the whole year so that whenever that good opportunity shows up, you are willing to conquer and take it and run with it? You know what I mean? So, where are you at with your life? Are you happy where you are? Because if you are not happy where you are and you think that tomorrow is going to be different, well, I got some bad news for you. Guess what? Tomorrow is going to be the same. Just like Jim Rohn said, tomorrow is going to be the same as today unless you do something about it, unless you decide that you want it to change, right? So a lot of people sit around and like cross finger and hope for good things and good deeds to happen in their life. No, my man. No. It doesn't happen that way. You have to prepare for what you want. You have to dream about it. You have to set goals about it. You have to want it, because remember, life doesn't give you what you want. Life doesn't give you what you desire. Life doesn't even give you what you need either. Life gives you what you deserve. If you work hard for something, then you deserve it. If you work hard, you get your money, and that reward allowed you to set whatever you want to set in this world. Do not let your job again stop you from making your fortune, right? Your job should be helping you make your living. But then whatever your job provides for you is what you should use to make your fortune. Because I don't know any multi-millionaire that was just working for somebody, right? Or a billionaire that is saying, he was only working for somebody. A lot of those people work there for their money they save, and they took a route of entrepreneur. That is why they became billionaire. So my question to you again, when you look back at your schedule, when you look back at your plan that you had for the year of 2023, have you accomplished it? I look at mine. I have accomplished a lot compared to the year that I used to not set goals, because once I started understanding the value of setting goals and trying to achieve them, my life completely changed, right? Because I just woke up in the morning and I would just follow the routine that is already there on my piece of paper, right? Okay, you're supposed to do 400 push-ups every morning. You're supposed to do 500 abs. Go ahead and study for cyber. Go ahead and study for hip hop. Those are terms for those who are in cybersecurity and IT. And go ahead and save some money so you can put in some real estate investment. This is how you're supposed to do this. This is how you're supposed to. So once I woke up in the morning, I would just follow that plan. I had nothing else to do but following the plan. That is why setting goals, guys, are so crucial for what we want to accomplish in life. If you want to be successful, you need to learn how to set goals. Don't just say, I will do it and have my goal in my head and things like that, because the brain is going to stay the brain. The brain forget. The brain is not what is going to keep you discipline by reminding you. No, you have to write it on a piece of paper, maybe put it on your wall. Maybe like me, I have a blackboard where I put all my goals and I try to follow them as closely as I can, right? So I can keep track, and also I don't forget. And by writing, I have a visual. I can visualize exactly what I want. My answer again, have you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish for 2023? And also, another thing, and I will probably get back at it later on, how do you invest your time? Because one thing that we have a lot is opportunity, but we don't have a lot of time to accomplish all of them. We have a lot of idea, but we don't have a lot of time to accomplish all those ideas. So how do you spend your time? Because they say, show me how you spend your time and I will tell you if you are a millionaire or not, or if you are going to be a millionaire or not. So what does your time look like? What is your schedule? What do you do on your day-to-day basis? Do you have set of goal for the next year, the next 2, the next 5, the next 10? If you don't have any of those, trust me, your life is going to be the same. And are you happy with where you are? If you are happy, then good. Don't even bother listening to this because you're already happy. This, I'm making the podcast so that people that I feel stagnant, that they don't seem to get out of the rat race, they are always doing the same thing over and over and nothing has changed. This podcast episode is for you guys, right? Or it's for all of us. This is for people that are wanting to change their life and they don't know how to. My friend, I know it can be overwhelming because trust me, I've been there, especially when my career ended from the NFL. Guess what? I got stuck because I was so used to this in the morning, you are supposed to be here and there, or even when we were in college, right? We went from college with people making our schedule for us. We went in the NFL with people making our schedule for us. And all of a sudden, you're on your own. There's nobody there helping you making your schedule. How do you go about it? Trust me, I struggled with it for a few good years. I mean, a few good years where I didn't know what to do. I went into, I don't know, because they say African then don't go into depression and all that because we are tougher than that. But guess what? I went into depression, and that is what helped me become the man I am today, right? We don't have time really to focus more on depression. We have time to find solution, and that is what I try to find. As soon as that career ended, first, obviously, I went in the darkness, like I just said. There was nothing for me that I could do or find to do because I didn't know what to do with my life. I was so accustomed to having people making the schedule for me. Now, once I started investing in myself, once I started learning the power of lecture, reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Fundamental. Once I started reading, once I started listening to motivational speakers, once I started attending seminar with people talking about whether it's real estate, whether it's like, I started what you call meetup groups, my life completely changed. I'm not saying that it's perfect right now, but at least I can see some result compared to when I was sitting around and waiting for some miracle to happen, waiting to win the lottery. Hey, by the way, I found out it doesn't necessarily happen like that. You should play lottery for fun, not because you expect to really win. Because, you should expect to win, but at the same time, you should know that the chances of that happening is very slim, right? But I'm playing because I expect to win, but God hasn't blessed me with that yet. Hopefully soon, so I can come and tell you on this podcast. But anyway, what I'm trying to get you to understand is you have to set schedule, you have to set goals, you have to have a plan, you have to have your weekly goal, your daily goal, your yearly goal, your maybe the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next maybe 10 years. I already know where I want to be in the next 10 years. I don't just know how I'm going to get there, but I already know where I want, exactly what I want to be doing at year 10 from now. Is it the same thing for you? If not, my friend, it's time to change. If not, it's time for you to look at yourself deeply in the mirror, because even in psychology, before they can start treating you, right, the first thing you should do is admit that something is wrong, something is quite not right, and from there you can change your life, because you have to accept first that, okay, here's where I am at and here's where I want to be. How do I get from point A to point B? That all depends on you. Attend seminar, read, and if you want suggestion on the first book you should read, Trust me. The first book you should read to me is the Bible. I will make a different podcast about it, especially the book of Psalm and Proverb, because those books have taught me a lot of the value that I hold in my life today, right? That is the first book that you should, because that you should read, because I believe the Bible is very inspiring, right? But at the end of the day, you still gotta go out there and do the job. Don't just get on your knees and pray every day and not doing nothing. Remember, God will bless the hard worker. It's difficult to bless someone who is staying in their room all day. It's difficult to bless someone who is only on social media and that is not looking for opportunity. Also remember, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So what is the key in there? You have to be prepared. Prepare yourself for better days and it's going to be okay. That being said, that was today cultural awareness. That is also cultural awareness, because here we just don't talk about culture. We also try to inspire people. Maybe through my story, some of you guys can get inspired and do something greater. I'm going to be leaving some of these motivational podcast episode weekly, so that each one of you guys, since we are toward the end of the year, can maybe have the opportunity to go ahead and set goals for the year that is coming. Thank you and God bless. Peace.